People were warned, but they didn't take it seriously until people started to die. I lost both parents, both grandparents, my brother, 3 uncles, about 4 cousins that I can think of, and that's just the immediate family in my world. I was born in 1958 in the far north of Western Australia, in the Pilbara, in a little town called Wittenoom. The blue asbestos mine was the genesis of the town. Asbestos is a natural fibre that's encased in rocks. They would extract the asbestos out of the mine, and the mill would actually then bag it and ready for shipment, and it was sent to all places around the world for the various things that they use asbestos for.
Fire-resisting, sound-insulating product known as asbestos is a piece of rock. The practical uses of asbestos are very numerous. At least 18,000 articles are made of it, ranging from packing for steam engines and linings for friction surfaces to bulkheads for aeroplanes.
There were a lot of immigrants that came into Australia after the Second World War, and a lot of them were just looking for jobs, and there were jobs to be had in Wittenoom. My dad was one of them. He was the jack of all trades. He used to drive the bus to take the guys from town to the mine every day. My mum and her sisters all met their husbands up there. It had all of the elements of a normal country town. They used to have race days, and there would be balls and all sorts of social activities that everyone was involved in. But my parents weren't aware of the dangers at all. I don't think a lot of the people in the town were aware of the dangers. Asbestos fibres get into the lungs, and those fibres can cause asbestosis or mesothelioma. It encases the lung in cancer and prevents it from breathing. In Wittenoom, asbestos wasn't confined to the mine. Asbestos was used in gardens, it was used on driveways, it was used on the roads. It was literally everywhere. And if you went out to play, as all small children do, you're playing in asbestos. One of the flying doctors flew into town and said, as soon as he got there, he said, "We have to close this has to stop." Well, the mine was very profitable, so it was decided that that wasn't the case. It was 1966 before they actually closed the mine. But people had started to die. We left when my dad got sick. We now know in actual fact that he had asbestosis at that time. It's almost like having an asthma attack where you can't breathe and you're fighting to catch your breath. My mum and my brother died from mesothelioma. It is an extremely harrowing disease to see someone dying from mesothelioma. There's just hundreds of people from Wittenoom that I know of that have gone with mesothelioma or asbestosis. None of my family that's in that photo are alive. They're all gone, every one of them. There's no compensation for taking away your parents or your family. There's no justice in that at all. Nothing. Money doesn't bring them back. Money doesn't compensate for their death or what you miss.